Okay, live stream is now up. Now I had to check to make sure that it's actually on and that it's actually playing for once. God. Sorry, can someone please check the live stream? It would be appreciated if you could.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be right back because, like, my nose is really hungry right now.
Oh, dude, okay.
Wait, what's
live stream. Live stream.
Oh, okay.
I hope it's working.
Okay.
If my voice is too small, I'll raise it. But, like, I can't talk too loud because both my parents are home.
Oh, okay, so both your parents are home now?
Yep, sadly.
That's
Yeah, for live stream people, this is totally the infirmary.
Your live stream is not on. Okay, never mind. Here it is.
Is it working?
Tom, can you talk?
Blah 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 blah.
Blah 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 blah.
Yes, I concur. Blah 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 blah.
Tom is okay. Can you guys speak again?
Okay, I'm gonna talk right now, and I'm gonna say words with my mouth, and it's gonna sound like it is. Blah 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 blah. Habadi habada.
Blah 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 blah. Blah blah. I'm blue. Abadiba to die.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Was it? I think Sky's a bit too loud.
Alright, let me put it down.
And she's the one who's actually almost whispering.
Okay, how's this? Is it too loud?
I'm gonna talk again, I'm gonna make an attempt, and I shall be louder, hopefully. Or at least not as quiet as I can be.
Tom is a little quiet.
Alright, I'll raise
But
his.
why am I quiet?
How's this? Okay, Tom. Speak to me, Tom. Tom!
Speak to me, angel, speak your music. I need a do. Is it good? Is it working?
I guess it kind of it works.
Is Tom
Am
still small? Is Tom still small? I can raise the volume.
I'm tiny, Tom.
Okay, no, I think it's fine.
Okay. Let's do this, Tom.
Okay.
So.
That will fall the end.
Alright. So, this is totally the infirmary, ladies and gentlemen. Totally the infirmary. And Yusuke is currently heading into the infirmary. Because, boy, he got his ass kicked by Yen. His ace of clubs. Yes. And, my goodness, this boy is hurt bad. He's got like 3 lethal on him right now. My goodness. And a full bar of bludgeoning. He needs some attention. Oh yeah. So he warily drags himself into the infirmary and looks around. And I'm gonna roll perception. And I forgot that I don't have the fucking... right. What was it? Wits and... I think it was a 6. He is warily looking around the place.
Okay.
And
okay.
1 success. I'd say he doesn't really look around enough, and he just plops himself onto a nearby bed and just sits there like, hey.
With that 1 success though, even though you did not look around, you just got down to a bed and got some well-deserved rest, you hear something. You don't exactly see it because it was just not exactly interesting, but you hear this. And this goes on and on and on.
And Yusuke will, wonder like, wow, what's that motor engine sound?
Yeah.
And he's like, I wonder if there's something nearby. And he kind of sits himself up again and takes another look around as he gets up.
Would you like to roll again?
Yes, I will. Boop.
Okay.
Oh, this time is better.
2 successes. Okay. With your keen Shiba senses.
Oh, 3 successes.
Oh my! With your even keener Shiba senses, you locate where the sound is coming from. It's in the same room, and it's coming from a nearby wall. But when you take a better look at it, it isn't a wall. It's just a big mound. You take a look at it. It's something big on a bed. But nothing should be this big. Or at least not that you know of.
And Yusuke blinks and it's like, oh. And he kind of starts circling around this bed, wondering what's this big mountain doing here. Like there's a lot of trash here, but gosh.
This one takes the cake. And the mountain saith, do you dare to get closer?
Yes, he does. He is a very curious douche.
Okie doke. You get closer to the heaving mound of thing that is under the blanket and gives off engine sound. And as you get closer to the other side, you see hair. Lots and lots and lots of hair. And you can definitely hear that is the source of the noises. Also, it's perfectly in sync. The noises coming in and out syncs up with the heaving motion of the mountain as it goes up and down. You deduce that this is a person, or at least something that's alive.
And seeing this, he's like, oh, there's another guy here, or woman. And he's like, okay, I shouldn't bother them. And so he'll try to tiptoe back to the bed he was on, and try not to disturb their sleep. And I'll have to roll a stealth roll. That would be, what was it? Dex, was it Dex stealth or?
Dex and stealth.
But I don't have any stealth, so.
So it's a -1.
Dex, I have 2, so either way it's a luck die.
Yep.
Let's do this. Boop.
I swear if it... Nope.
Nope.
At least it's not a critical failure.
Thank God.
So, what happens is that the infirmary was not so well lighted. I mean, the lights were not turned on. You just got to your bed because the light coming in from the corridor, because you didn't close the door, so you could find your bed. But otherwise, everything was shady and or dark. So when you try to tippy-toe back to your bed, your shoulder bumps into a shelf, and the little jingly-jangly instruments there, like jars of medicine and instruments, just give a nice chime, a jingle, like a wind chime would.
And
And one teeny tiny scalpel falls to the floor.
Oh no.
And it just... And the mountain goes...
Yusuke flinches. Oh no.
That thing sounds disturbed.
It's like Yusuke slowly picks up the scalpel and tries to stealth ever so slowly back to his bed.
Okay.
One more stealth
Would you
roll.
like to?
Yes.
Would you like to? Okay.
I'm doing a fucking luck die. It's the worst.
Okay. You put the scalpel back geniusly. Nothing makes a sound. Good. And you keep your eyes on the big blanket thing. What you don't notice is that you are closer to your bed than you expected. So you just bump into it, and as you do, it moves just a bit. But because it's a heavy bed, it gives off a loud screeching like sound. The
Again.
mountain is not pleased. The noises get more and more stirring until you finally see movement. The blanket bubble rises up, the bed underneath creaks in agony and pain as the blanket falls off and two huge sausage-like hunks of meat stretch out. You can hear bones cracking like and just one huge monstrous yawn like the mountain has risen. There's definitely someone there who you just awoke. What do you do?
Yusuke just is frozen in place like, oh no, I accidentally woke this person up. And he is like, okay, maybe if I stay quiet enough, he'll go back to bed.
Okay. Now, Wilbur is awake. He was just about to get some good rest after a very, very hectic day. And hectic is putting it real easy. He woke up in the darkness. He's confused, like, what's going on? What, where? He's gonna try to find whoever caused the noise, because he's antsy. So I'm gonna roll a perception check.
And I'm gonna roll stealth again as he tries to.
Okay, 0 success.
And 0 success.
Okay. So, here's what's gonna happen. Yusuke, you detect that this person is probably gonna look for the guy who woke him up, and you know perfectly well nobody likes to be woken up. So you're gonna try to roll over your bed and hide behind it to keep an eye on this person, and while making so, the bed screeches again, but you roll into hiding. So when Wilbur turns around, he can't see anything. There's nothing there. It's just mysterious noises. He groggily rubs his eyes, cracks his neck. Oh my god, that felt good. I just cracked my neck. And and just goes, hello? Anybody there?
And
But
oh,
as you peek out from the bed, he's really just sloggy-eyed. He can't see properly. You can still see him, and now you get to see that the big mound of hair is attached to the front of the face instead of the top of it. This is one bearded mofo.
Yusuke
What do you
blinks.
choose to do?
He blinks at this massive guy Wow, that is one big guy. Yusuke is very surprised. Like, he's seen sumo wrestlers, but my goodness. And he couldn't help but say, Totoro.
Would you like to roll a perception check to get a better look of him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's a shit roll. Okay.
You try to keep your cover, so you just peek out with one eye, so your face is not exactly visible. And from that, you can see bandages. Loads and loads of bandages focused on the shoulders and the hands of this person, which are both massive. Like, his arms are like 30% of his body. The rest is his belly and his beard.
Incredible.
But otherwise, you can see tattoos and like a sleeveless shirt, but underneath it's just bandages all over again, and blood, like tiny driplets of blood just soaking through the bandages.
Oh damn.
Whoever this person is injured, so he has a right to be here.
Damn.
Yep. Wilbur, on the other hand, asked a question, and there was no answer. He is definitely sure he heard something, but every sign shows that there was nobody around. He's gonna stand up from the bed. The bed gives a sigh of relief as the metric fuckton of meat gives it a release from the stress it was putting it onto. And the head of this person is almost at the ceiling.
Oh my god.
Like, if he were to jump up, he would probably bang it in the ceiling.
Oh my god.
And he's looking around, still groggy but frustrated. He says, "Come on, who woke me up? I know I heard something. Show yourself." What do you choose to do?
Oh boy. This guy's angry. But Yusuke is a good boy. He knows that if you've made someone angry, it's best to apologize. And so with that, well, Wilbur, you see this tiny mound, or at least you thought it was tiny, but it slowly got up. It's quite tall, but you realize that this person, despite the tallness, their facial structure is that of a child, and an injured one. You can actually see a lot of bruises on this kid, and they look Asian. They seem to be looking very ashamed of themselves, and they kind of raise their hand as if they're in a classroom, and it's like, hi, I woke you up. He kind of fidgets, and it's like, and then he's like, I'm very sorry, sa.
Wilbur locks his eyes on you and sees a boy. It's just barely a man, like teenager at most, in bruises.
My god.
That is never a good sign.
Lots of bruises. My goodness.
Yep. Wilbur takes a step towards you and leans closer in to take a better look, and he just says, "Oh my goodness, are you alright? Are you lost?"
And he looks up. He looks up, this time a little hopeful. I am not lost now. Sparkles. But, yeah,
right.
as you look closer, you can see that there are these bruises. Not only are they bruised, but like, gosh, he's actually kind of bleeding as well. Because he's on lethal, like 3 lethal, holy shit. But
No!
And he's like, I came. This is not bad thing. I spar with the ace of clubs. So yeah.
Wilbur stands back. He needs to register the words that were uttered in the broken English. What he heard was spar, ace, clubs. Now he knows sparring. It was a used term from his boxing days. It was just meant like a friendly battle test of metal. What worries him is that Yusuke actually used the words ace of clubs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll. Should it be like a pure intelligence so that he connects the dot that, oh my god, this person is like belongs here?
I guess intelligence,
There's-
but
It would be a wits and
wits
intelligence.
intelligence, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go
That's
ahead.
4 then.
Do it. Nice.
He makes the connection instantly because this kicks his father's senses overdrive.
Oh boy.
What is a kid doing here, and why is he beaten up? Especially by the person who just brought his ass in this place. What is going on? So Wilbur looks up and down at you, if anything in disbelief. He actually rubs his eyes and just says, "Pardon? You did what?"
And Yusuke blinks like, Gen Aniki, wanted to see how strong I was as clubs, and I fight with him, and yeah. Oh, I don't know if it was lose fight, but I think Gen Aniki was stronger. He sometimes put me in hold, and I could not escape.
Whoa, kid, back up.
Blinks.
You're here because you work here?
I am a guardian now. And he kind of rummages through his jacket and he pulls out a card that you've seen before, Wilbur. It showed a 2 of clubs.
Wilbur puts his hand on his head and just starts rubbing his face. I'm not gonna make you roll a perception check because it's quite audible. He says, "I can't fucking believe this. What the fuck?" The big guy is frustrated. But you can sort of sense it's not because of you. He's mad at something else entirely.
I think I'm gonna
He
roll.
looks at you again.
Oh.
Pardon?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
No,
roll
roll.
empathy to figure out what
Yeah.
he's thinking. Yeah, 4, 5. What's an empathy? That's a 7.
Oh damn, that's good.
Oh, does emotions count?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's a 7 then.
Wilbur doesn't hide his emotions.
Oh,
That's all
damn.
that- Wow, okay. So, you're a teenager.
Mhm.
You have your brains for yourself. As in, you know what's going on with people. And you can see that this person is old. He's experienced. And judging by his confusion, the freshness of his bandages and wounds, he must have come in freshly, possibly today. And his reaction tells you that he did not expect underage people to be here. And this infuriates him.
Oh boy.
Like, it's bad enough that Wilbur being here is bad enough. The existence of this group is bad enough, because it's a necessary thing. The supernatural is out there, and someone needs to stop them. But why on earth should an underage person be put through this hell? It just beams off of his face.
And Yusuke's like, I volunteer. Well, you see, Guardians help me from zombie, so I want to help Guardians, and I am fighter, kind of, and I have experience fighting nods. So I want to help.
Wilbur looks at you, and because you said you volunteered, he raises his eyebrows. The wrinkles on his forehead deepen, and he just looks at you. You did fucking what? You volunteered to be here? You had a choice to go away from this, and you stayed.
He kind of thinks of it like, actually, I can't leave that fast from this city because I am an exchange student. I have to stay in this place for us. He counts and like shows some a number of weeks. It's like about this much. So yeah, either way, I stay here.
Oh my god, you're not even... Oh my goodness, you're not even from this place.
I'm from Japan.
Oh, well, this must be an accident. Oh my goodness, and with that, Wilbur flops down to his bed. It gives out a shriek of pain, as much as a bed made of metal can shriek in pain. This one does. But anyways, he just flumps down, dumbfounded by this turn of events, and he just looks at you. Just, what's your name, boy?
My name is Yusuke Kaneda, and he bows. What is your name?
Wilbur Toofer, and I think I work here now as well, and I'm your teammate. Wilbur reaches to the little nightstand that's next to the bed, opens a shelf, and from it he takes out his own pin and shows it to you. It looks familiar to you, but the number is not right. It says 3 of clubs.
And at this, Yusuke's eyes sparkle. You're a senpai!
I'm a what?
And it's like, you are a higher rank than me, so you are more experienced than me. You can fight, Sparkles.
Well, yes, that I can do. Actually, I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't be able to fight. But... But you're just a kid. You should be in school. You should be happy about going around causing trouble and mischief. But you're here. No, this is not right.
Yusuke blinks like, well, I am in school still, kind of, but exchange student, so I go to class in center of city.
Yes, and now you're here. How do you expect to go there?
I go there? He's kind of wondering like, oh yeah, I wonder how we go to class. Maybe Amiya-san can drive us. But then I will be causing trouble for Amiya-san.
I swear I'm gonna punch that pompous ass in the face. Bringing kids here, ruining their education.
And Yusuke kind of scratches the back of his head like, well, exchange program, goal is to learn English. So he kind of points at Wilbur. You speak English, and I can learn. Sparkles.
Oh, that's about the only language I can bloody speak, so yeah.
And he kind of smiles. It's like, I can teach you Japanese.
Wilbur frustratedly laughs at this game. Yes, at the age of 50, he's gonna go for another language. Yeah, that sounds plausible.
Yusuke blinks.
But at least you get the positive reflection. He laughs. You said something good.
And Yusuke's not sure why he's laughing, but he smiles and kind of like that.
Oh, boy. Yusuke, was it?
Yusuke.
Okay, Yusuke. I'm gonna have to remember this. Okay, so, seems like we're stuck here.
You have so much damage. Are you okay? Did you get in spar?
I wouldn't call it a spar. I would call it an actual full-on battle.
Oh.
And as you can see, I won. Would you like to roll perception check?
Oh yeah.
Okay, 2 successes. As you were saying,
Oh,
I
3.
won. 3, okay. You can see slight burn marks on his hands, like on the fingers. Everything that the bandages don't cover just seems like it was a bit burned, or at least kept in a hot place for a while.
Oh. And Yusuke looks.
And that doesn't fit in with proper brawling. I mean, nobody gets burned in a fight.
Exactly. And Yusuke's like looking at your hands, Wilbur, and it's like, but you're burned. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. However, that thing that was on the other hand of these guns, that thing's gone. For good.
Yusuke blinks and is like, did you fight the zombie too?
I actually don't know what the fuck it was. Oh, sorry. I don't know what it was. From what I heard, it might have been a shape changer shift thing. It appeared to be something else than it was, and I called its bluff, and then it tried to murder me. But I counterattacked real well.
It's like Yusuke's sitting there in front of you. It's like, could you tell me what happened? Or all of it? And
roll an empathy.
Oh boy. Let's see. Oh boy.
Whoa! Okay. So, only a few minutes ago, you saw burning fury emanating from this massive person. And now, just like tapping a switch, that anger turned into sorrow and regret.
Oh dear.
And his once victorious arms just flop into his lap, and he just sighs and just says, yes, I can tell it. I guess I should get used to that question. And I'm gonna change the music.
I love the music choices, by the way.
Yeah, you can love this. Okay, so the story goes by this.
Oh my god.
Today is the 22nd, right? Well, every month, on the 22nd day, I visit the grave of my wife. She passed away 20 years ago, and ever since then I honored her memory by visiting her. And this time, when I got to the cemetery, I found this little girl who followed me around, and then I escorted her to her own mother's grave, because she had business to attend to. And shortly after, when I turned around, my wife was actually standing there, in the flesh. And before you ask, no, she wasn't a zombie, she looked perfectly healthy. Which was just as much suspicious, I know, right?
But you said your wife is not alive, right?
That's what I thought, and that's what I said immediately, like, what is going on here? How are you here? You are dead. And my wife said, no, that was someone else. But I held your hands at the hospital bed. I saw your heartbeat go away. I saw the flat line. And she just said, no, that was someone else. We have lots and lots of catching up to do. How about we go home? So, after clearing up the confusion in my head, I brought her home to my garage. I showed her the albums from the last 20 years I made with my daughter. I have a daughter, by the way.
Oh.
And we were talking, we were catching up. I got a nice job. I was supposed to fix up a big truck, because I'm a mechanical engineer.
Oh, okay.
And I was leaving for the day. It was all nice and dandy. I was ready to go home, get some answers. But instead, we decided that we should just go to bed, have some rest. Maybe in the morning we could get some answers. In the middle of the night, my wife shrieks, and I just bash myself into her room and what's going on, what's the problem? And she says, somebody's coming, somebody's following there. And soon after that, a few seconds later, there was this bang on the door, bang, bang, bang. And I tell my wife to keep hidden, keep herself safe. I'm gonna check this out. And I went to my door, it still goes bang, bang, bang. And I opened the door, and there stands my father. Or at least I thought it was my father, but at the time it looked like my father. It was my father. Anyway. My father
your father came
was
to
a
visit?
horrible person.
Oh.
Pardon?
It's like he's just like, your father came to visit?
Yes, which is strange because he should be dead. Like, for 4 decades or so. I know, it was like...
Your wife is alive now, and your father is alive?
That's what I asked exactly. Wilbur looks really enthusiastic at this part, even though you can still feel the sorrow that's coming from him.
You can see Yusuke being excited.
It was like confusion.
Like it's like you can see Yusuke is like he's very, very like eagerly listening. It's like, oh my, he's reacting every time there's just like a surprise point at the plot. But yeah,
okay, so there stands my father, and what you need to know is that he was a horrible man. A horrible, terrible person. I was laughing at the news that he was dead. He deserved it. He was gone, and that's how it should have stayed, but he was there. And he demanded to get to my wife. For what reason? I don't know. I did not care. I told him, old man, you better go away or you're gonna regret it. But he just goes,
Nah, Sonny Jim. You're gonna let me in. What you gonna do, you pathetic fuck?
oh, sorry, my bottom mouth.
And Yusuke's looking worried.
I slapped him in the face. My father falls back. I warn him one last time. Old man, go back to the hellhole you crawled out from, or you're gonna regret it. And he was like,
Nah, you can do a thing. What you gonna do? Kill me?
and at that point, I snapped. I punched him, and it was probably the best punch of this year. I got him right in the middle, and he just flew across the corridor and stayed there. I felt amazing, but at the same time, I felt confused. This was the second person from my life who was dead and right at my doorstep. So I turned to my wife. I suppose acceptably curious. And I said, okay, I'm gonna need answers now. But she wouldn't give any answers. Like, no, just go to sleep, just don't push it. Don't ask questions. Just, isn't it good? I'm back. I was like, but I need to know how and what happened. And that's where the creature got bored.
Creature?
And yes, the creature. The 1 second I blinked, it wasn't my wife anymore. It was this lanky, slimy blackness of a shape that had arms and legs and a head, but it just wasn't normal. It wasn't natural. The 1 second it's my wife, the second it's this beast. So as it charges at me, I roll out of the way and just get the hell out of my apartment. I had to escape through the emergency stairs, through the bedroom. I was throwing the bed around to barricade the doorway, and I made my way down. I got to the main street, and my garage was just over there. At least I would be on preferable home turf if I could just get there. And the monster followed me, but for some reason, and now I know why, but I don't dare to think about it for now, otherwise I think I would snap again.
Blinks.
The monster stopped and turned back, so I had enough time to get to my garage. But of course, I forgot my keys! Stupid
no.
old man, I thought.
How did you
I had-
escape?
Well, I had to bash and bang on my garage door to get it open. And that's just what I did. Bang, bang, I threw my hand at it. And I broke it and made my way in, just as the monster caught up to me. So what I did, this is my garage. I know everything, like every little detail and nook and cranny of this place. So I reached for a good fresh battery and those clappers, the clapper wires, you know, the one you kickstart the car when it breaks down.
Do I have to roll intelligence for this?
If you want. Wilbur knows what he's talking about, but you may not.
Oh boy, what's an intelligence, I guess, question mark?
Yeah, go for it.
You don't know shit! He looks confused.
You don't know what the hell it is, but it sounds amazing.
But yes, he believes that it's some kind of weapon.
And Wilbur carries on with the story. So I got these, I attached them to one another, and just as the monster bites into my shoulder, he points at his bandages.
Oh, no!
Yeah, that happened. That was inevitable. But at least the monster got close enough. So I could stab the wires into it, and the battery did the rest. The monster was shocked. It couldn't move. It was electrocuted. So I had time to prepare for revenge. And Wilbur does the fist in hand motion. Just, yeah, revenge. So what I did, as the monster was wriggling there in pain, as it should be, because it tried to kill me, so it deserves it, I looked for my trusty working gloves, and I soaked it in gasoline. And then I went to the monster. It tried to trick me again. It tried to fool me, but fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you're gonna die. So I started punching it, and because of the electricity, the gloves caught on fire. So I was throwing flaming punches of righteous vengeance at this beast, and it felt so good. So good.
Yusuke is sparkling right now. He's like, oh, that's so cool.
Yes. So with that, I had that problem solved. And just a minute after, there stood this Gen person and the little girl from before. Also, the tiny woman with the diamond, I think. She had funky hair and she was teeny tiny. But yeah, they stand there and they told me the situation. I just beat a supernatural without help.
With your
But
own
now
fists.
I cannot go back to... Pardon?
With your own fists.
With my own fist, that's right. But now I had to sacrifice my regular mundane life. I could not go back to the shop. I could not go back to my daughter. And I could not go back to save Barney.
Eh?
You can roll empathy if you want.
Oh boy. Barney?
One success. The sorrow intensifies and you can get a hint of grief. Someone dear to this person died recently.
Oh boy. Can I roll wits and intelligence to connect the dots of the story?
Actually, you can't because Wilbur didn't mention that it was Barney.
Alright. It's like, oh no. Is Barney-san okay?
Wilbur shakes his head. No, he's not.
Oh no.
He got caught by the beast because I think I could not see straight, but my father, who appeared to be my father, I think it was Barney.
Gasps.
And the reason why the monster stopped was because that fool of boy tried to save me and now he's dead and I could not do anything about it. Actually, that's worse. I could have done something. I could have turned back. I could have tried to pull him away, but I didn't.
But
now he's dead.
But Wilbur-san, this was a monster. You could have gotten killed, and Barney-san wouldn't have liked that. That's why he tried to save you, right?
Dead. He was just a boy. He was just a young boy. I'm an old man. I lived my fair share of time.
But you are still his friend, right? You must mean something important to him. If he risks his life to go against such a strong monster, that means he must have really cared for you. It does not matter if you are old. He was friend to you. That's why he fought for you.
But he had a bright future. He had so much to live for, and now he's gone.
But Wilbur-san, you also have family, right? Tota-san.
Yes, that is true. I'm just glad she wasn't home. She She went away abroad to study. At least she's away from this danger. Oh, thank goodness for that.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. Nuts.
Yes.
But
So now, I'm here. That's it. That's my story, boy.
oh, but Wilbur Oji-san, you had very tough time with Bunny-san, but you take care of monster all by yourself. You defeat the monster. That's amazing.
That's the least I could do. I mean, I couldn't have that freaking monster just running around ruining other people's lives.
Yeah, you stopped it, and now it won't hurt anyone. And not anymore.
Yeah. Guess I did. I stopped it.
Yeah, you are a hero.
Yeah. Well, that's a first. I've lived 50 long years in this earth, and I have never been called a hero.
And Yusuke kind of smiles as like, age does not matter. When hero become hero, it comes out of blue, out of nowhere. They come in like, whoosh, and he makes this gesture of like diving kind of thing. It's like, and they come. It can be in anyone. It can be in you. It can be in other people. When people want to protect someone.
I guess you're right, boy. I guess you're right.
And
But how did you get there? You said something about zombies, but
okay. And he goes over sits next to you. It's like,
hold on. Would you like to change the music?
yes. Let's
Okay.
see. What music would fit him though? Let's see.
It's your pick.
Which one would fit him? Wait, what's this? No, that's two. Okay. What is this? I need to figure out all the songs. And I don't know. What's this one? You know
Yes,
what?
please.
Let's just go with this one.
Sir. Okay.
God.
Oh my god.
And Yusuke just is kind of starts talking like, okay, well, me and my best friend Tetsuo, he's here too. But yeah, me and my best friend Tetsuo, we decide to have go on exchange student become exchange student go an exchange program to learn English. And so we try to pick a very cheap dormitory, and then we found this city. There was a pamphlet, and it was very strange because this city has no daytime. That's very strange. Our town is very sunny. My town is called Himawari. It means sunflower. And like sunflower, very bright, very bright town. Small but very bright. So it was very mysterious, this city. But we decided it's a good place because, well, it was very cheap dormitory here. And so we decided to come, and we fly from Japan all the way here, and we get on bus, and we meet the old lady, and we hear about that there's something very strange go on in this city, and that we should be careful. And I did not know what it was, because after we talked with her, she disappeared. He makes like gestures of like wow kind of way, and she left her cane. I need to give her back a cane sometime. But yeah, and so we try to go to dormitory, and we go to dormitory, but dormitory was very very dark, and I feel like it was not safe. I kind of know how when stuff is not safe. I kind of have experience when you are in danger and you feel this kind of feeling. Stress from outside, and I feel something is very strange. So I asked Tetsuo for a flashlight, and he gave me. And we look around, and then we saw that manager of dormitory, he was dead. There was lots of blood. He looks really sad. And we were very surprised, and I knew that there was something here. There must have been something here that attacked manager. So I look around, and then there was zombie. There was zombie in the dormitory, and it tried to attack me. So I used the cane that Oba-chan, grandma left, and I hit with cane. And then I grabbed Tetsuo and ran away with him. And I had Tetsuo look around, make sure if there's any more zombie. And there were many zombie. And so we tried to run away. At least we decide that this place is not so safe. So maybe center of city is safer. But bus does not come soon. Does not come fast. And we were not sure what to do. And then we hear someone struggling in the bush. And I remember that Oba-san was not the only person in the bus. There was a little girl with us, and I then thought that maybe it was little girl. Maybe she was in trouble with zombie, and there were more zombies there too. So me and Tetsuo, we decide that we need to take down zombie and make sure whoever was there is safe. And me and Tetsuo, we actually fight in school sometimes. Actually, I kind of go into fight to try to stop fight, but then people start fighting, so I try to stop them by fighting them, and then Tetsuo stops me and stops them. And he's like, he kind of trails off. It's like, oh right, zombie. So zombie, we attack zombie, but there are more zombie, and those zombie then try to attack me, and I was able to dodge, but Tetsuo then got bitten by zombie. That was very very mean, and I got very very angry, and I didn't really think too hard, but I take zombie in front of me and throw at that zombie that beat Tetsuo. And he makes this throwing gesture. And he's like, they were being very, very mean to Tetsuo. He was bleeding. But yeah, and we were trying to fight off zombie when I hear a voice, and suddenly a bat came, was thrown to me, and I was able to use bat to hit the zombie and knock out and kill them. And then little girl we saw on bus, she come to help us, and we fight together and we take care of zombie. And she told me that this zombie is coming from the same place. It was some place that Oba-san, grandma told us not to go to. I think these zombies were kept inside this big place there was this big gate, and it was open, and someone went inside and left the door open, so zombies came out. So we tried to shut the gate, at least try not to get any more zombie out. Then I think the person who opened the gate, he came running back. He was being chased by zombie. So I tried to throw stuff at zombie and tried to help him. And I missed a lot, but at the end I was able to use trash can and throw it at a pile of stuff. And zombie noise, I think they are very they are very sensitive to noise, so they go that way. And person running was able to escape, and we closed the gate. Oh, actually, he kind of pauses. Like the little girl, she wanted to go more into the gate. She said that the thing that was making these zombies come out, making these zombies, they were still in there. And I tried to stop her because it's too dangerous, too many zombies inside. And then I saw this person in a hood, and it's a very long hood, and he kind of makes this gesture of like a hood kind of figure. And it's like, I could not see his face, but she was cold air coming from them, and the zombies were not attacking them. They don't seem to attack them even though they are surrounded by zombies. I think they were the ones who were controlling the zombies. I'm not sure, but I know that if we try to face them, we will probably get killed. So I took a little girl outside and closed the gate. I know that...
Hey boy, that's wise.
He nods like, I know that I could have fight, but with too many zombies and people around, it was not safe. It was better that a little girl, her name is Emma-chan by the way, and Emma-chan and a person who ran away, Daniel-san, both of them, they could, I don't think they could fight off zombies by themselves, so yeah, I took them outside, and Tetsuo was also hurt too, so I had to make sure that he gets medicine. So we all decide to try to wait for bus, and then Emma-chan tell me that she called her nakama, her friends, and Amiya-san came to pick us up with his car. Ace of Hearts.
I see. What was the name of this girl again? Emma?
Emma-chan. Emma.
I'm gonna roll a remember check on this, because the Emma name rings a bell.
Yes.
That's intelligence and composure, right?
Yep.
Okie-doke.
Oh, I think you remember. Yes.
The tiny girl from the cemetery and the bus. Oh. He actually goes a bit long face, like, oh, wait, is this the same Emma I've seen? Tiny girl, very fierce.
She's this tall, and he makes this gesture of how tall she is, and she has she has short hair and very strong.
Huh. What a small world. Huh.
You met Emma-chan?
Yeah. She was at the garage at the end, and she was the girl who was in the cemetery. Huh.
If she was in cemetery, that means her mom. Oh yeah, she said to. He looks a little sad.
I'm sorry, old chap.
It's like, but yeah, and so Amiya-san and Emma-chan, they save us from zombies, and I wanted to thank them. So I hear that Emma-chan says that it is good to have fighter, and I can fight. So I wanted to help them and volunteer to stay and to help them fight because authority not good people. Not I am not sure, but they seem like people who are very good people, and I think it's good to help those people until at least we go home.
Yes. Go home. Huh. Well, I guess they are the people who do the right thing in the wrong way, but... Yeah, I guess we can call them good people. And you are one brave little warrior, aren't you?
He kind of like scratches the back of his head a little sheepishly. I'm not brave, just want to help my friends.
Oh, but that takes up courage, my boy. That is the bravest thing you can do in your life. Saving people, saving those who are dear to you. And from here on out, I will do the same. I'm gonna watch your back, boy. And I'm gonna make sure that you're gonna get home safely one day. I don't know when, but we're going home. And you will do so too. Alright?
Hi, and I will help you too. I will help protect you too. Nakama.
Yeah, that would be appreciated.
Sparkles.
But first things first, goodness gracious, put some meat on those bones, boy! You look like you're gonna be blown around in the wind.
It's like, he's like, but I can lift a lot of stuff. And I think I'm gonna roll. Strength, athletics, and also he has strong back right now, so that will be a +1. That will give him a 10. I'm gonna have him try to lift the most heaviest thing nearby.
That would be Wilbur.
You wanna do it, bro?
Alright. Do it if you want.
I'm gonna also willpower this. Oh yeah.
3 successes.
Yep, 3 successes at least.
How would you like to lift him?
I think he goes over and grabs around his belt area and kind of lifts up. And, yep.
Okay, so with 3 successes, I would say you are not able to lift him up, but you can make him unwillingly stand up, so you get him on his feet. Which is still quite a feat. And Wilbur looks at you with big eyes like, whoa, whoa, whoa there, and now he's standing. Whoa, that's unexpected. Alright, boy. Well, these aren't just lots of fat, you know, and I'm gonna do the same. I would like to roll strength. What did you roll with it?
Strength and athletics.
Athletics, okay. And I have strong back as well.
Do it!
So that's gonna be an 8, actually, because my athletics are not so good.
I'm full bar athletics, bro.
Wait, did you willpower it?
Yes, I did. You want to willpower it?
Fuck it, I'm gonna willpower it as
Do
well.
it!
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
Show him your
And
power.
Ooh, that's gonna be 11.
Do it. Oh.
Okay, so it's a free success as well, but due to the size difference and the weight difference, he has a much easier job to do. So he just grabs you by the arms and lifts you up, like to his head. And now your feet are dangling, but you can see that he's flinching. Like, even this is a bit of a stress on his shoulders, so he doesn't keep it up, he just puts you down and okay, there you go.
He's like, oh, but you should be careful. Shoulder, still hot.
Yes. Speak for yourself. You look like a big bowl of Emmentaler cheese with those holes in your skin, yo.
And he looks down. Oh yeah. And it's like,
How about this? We both need our time of rest. We both need to heal up, so how about that? Just sleep this day off. It was a bit too eventful for my tastes. And you look like you could use some sleep as well.
And Yusuke's like, okay, this time I will not wake you up.
That's appreciated. Okay, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna roll. Let's see. Presence and intimidation
Oh.
for something.
Aww.
Okay. He leans in and tries to be intimidating, but now that he knows you and knows you as a brave little boy who wants to fight for his friends, he comes off as just a friendly Santa. He just leans in and just says, "Don't wake me up or else." And he gives you a wink.
Aww. And he does a salute. It's like, yes, sir.
And I'm gonna try not to snore that bad this time. Tell you what, if I'm snoring too much, just bop me on the back and I'll do something about it, right?
Don't worry. I am actually very good at sleeping. Thumbs up.
Okay, that sounds like a challenge. Well then, rest up, Yusuke.
Wilbur-oji-san, you too.
Alright. And with that, Wilbur just gives a little nod and a wave as people say goodbye. And he leans back in his bed, covers himself in a blanket, and the fabric mountain is back. A few minutes later, the snores continue. He's back to sleeping. The worry that such a young boy is in the midst of all this trouble gave him worry, but your story and how brave you are and how ready you are to make yourself stronger and fight for what is right, it gives him a bit of relief. So, all in all, this meeting was very much positive on his part.
Yeah.
You did well!
Yeah.
Good job! You'll win that! What would Yusuke like to do? Because Wilbur is asleep now.
Yusuke gently places more pillows around this old man. It's like, yes, sleep well, yes. And he himself rolls into bed, and honestly, he can sleep anywhere. So he kind of leans back and looks at the guy and is like, made a new friend, made a new senpai. This is a good day. And with that, he closes his eyes and soon goes off to dreamland. And boy, he is a happy little sheep.
Aww. And I guess that's a good point to end this adventure of RPs. Thank you, whoever was listening into. See you in the next episode. Bye.
Guardians Pacific.
Oh, yeah. On the next episode of ABC's Guardians Pacific.
Alright, good night, folks.
Yeah, night night.